Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by
Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote.
Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.
Welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Wednesday, February the 22nd. Hope you're having a great day out there. What a beautiful day. Almost 80 degrees out there. Had a little break from 44th District basketball action tonight, but we do have a couple of other things to tell you about. A couple of college basketball games, but it's beautiful when you're wearing shorts in February. That's a very, very beautiful thing. So, all right, we're going to start off down at Berea College, the first round of the CCS tournament, the Collegiate Conference of the South. Berea College taking on Agnes Scott, a team they beat twice during the regular season, and both times by 40 points. This game huge, though. This is the 1 seed versus the 8 seed, but huge because Berea College wins. If they win this game, they would host the semifinals and the finals. So the rest of the CCS tournament would be at the Seabury Center down in Berea. And even though the first 2 games against Agnes Scott were complete blowouts, this one was not. But Berea does pick up the 65-52 win over the Scotties. And kind of a bit of a struggle, 36.8% from the field, 3 of 21 from three-point range, 12 of 20 from the free throw line. Destiny Combs sat out because she's kind of dealing with a little bit of an injury. And the Berea coaching staff certainly did seem like they were trying to limit some minutes from people. So because you will have to win 2 more games this weekend to win this tournament. So, but never really found a rhythm. And Coach Trent Milby not very happy afterwards. You'll see here in a minute when we play you the video. But a win's a win. And that means the remainder of the CCS tournament will be at the Seabury Center. And there's been a schedule change. Originally supposed to be Friday, Saturday for the semifinals and the finals. Now it's been moved to Saturday, Sunday. But your schedule for Saturday in the semifinals is Berea College versus Maryville at 2, LaGrange versus Piedmont at 4, and the championship game is set for 2 o'clock on Sunday. I didn't get word about that until after I got back here after the game. So here in a minute when you see the video, I keep saying Friday and Saturday, but that did change. So now the semifinals are Saturday, the finals on Sunday. So running down the scoring for Berea, and I know I'm going to butcher this young lady's name, so I apologize right off the bat. Joyce Mukamusi with 14 points, Linkala James 11 points, 7 rebounds, Drea Satori 11 points, Aaliyah Hampton 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, Jakari McKeithen 9 points and 6 rebounds. Dalen Spalding, the sophomore who was named the CCS Defensive Player of the Year on Wednesday, she had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And Berea community graduate Madison Howe with 4 points and 5 assists. Berea forced 19 turnovers, which led to 22 points and also had 38 points in the paint, but certainly not a pretty victory, but a victory nonetheless, and a victory which sets up Berea College to play their next 2 games at home if they can keep winning. So afterwards, we had a chance to talk to Coach Trent Milby and the CCS Defensive Player of the Year, Dalen Spalding. Seabury Center, where the Berea College Lady Mountaineers have picked up a win in the first round of the CCS tournament over Agnes Scott. We're joined by Dalen Spalding, the CCS Defensive Player of the Year, and Coach Trent Milby. Coach, wasn't your best performance, but the team you've beaten twice by 40-plus points, but you get the win, you move on, and you have the semifinals and the finals here this weekend, and I guess that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, yeah, we won the game. Our effort was horrible. Our focus was horrible. Our energy was horrible. But, you know, a win's a win. we earned home court, and we'll see what we do 2 days from now.
Yeah. Damon, when you found out today you were the Defensive Player of the Year in the league, what was your thoughts?
My initial reaction, I was shocked. I honestly didn't expect it at all, but Milby put it in my ear that I had the potential to do it, so I was very grateful and honored to receive that. So I'm very excited about it.
And you saw that potential a long time ago, back in the 5th grade, right?
Long time ago. That's what I told her. I said, I guess you learned how to play defense in 5th grade. So yeah, that's a joke.
Yeah. You coached her back. For those who don't know, that you coached her back at Marion County when she was in the 5th grade.
I did.
So, yeah. So, Dalen, just like you said, playing a team, you beaten twice by 40 points. Sometimes it's hard to get up for these games, and it was kind of an uneven performance, but you guys got the win, though.
I think games like that, it's important to come out and execute and play how we would, because I do think that energy carries into our game on Friday. So we're going to get in the gym tomorrow, get refocused, and be ready to play on Friday.
Yeah, very important to get the home field advantage, because you could play a Belhaven team that may have to come from Georgia today to Friday, like 48 hours away. So it's a huge advantage for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know who's winning that game. If it's Belhaven, then that's a 11, 12-hour bus ride that they'll have to get on the bus in the morning. Get here, and then we'll play at 5 o'clock on Friday night. So again, it's important to be at home if you're focused and if you have energy. If you don't, then you can lose at home just as easy as you lose on the road.
Somehow I get the feeling, Damon, you guys are being more focused and more energy on Friday night.
We're gonna go ahead and start getting focused and preparing for Friday.
All right, we appreciate you. See you guys Friday.
Thanks.
And of course, once again, to clarify, it'll be Saturday now. They did push that back, and the game they were referring to there, Maryville actually went down to Piedmont, and not Piedmont, Belhaven. Maryville went to Belhaven and pulled off the upset. So it'll be, instead of being the 1 versus the 4, it'll be the 1 versus the 5 in Berea College versus Maryville. But once again, Saturday, Maryville versus Berea at 2. And then LaGrange versus Piedmont at 4 on the championship games on Sunday. So, moving on to A-Sun men's basketball, and last week of the regular season, and they throw a curveball, and it's usually a Thursday Saturday league. This week we go Wednesday Friday. So, last 2 games of the regular season for EKU will determine their postseason positioning, and of course. We've talked about it on here many times. You got to finish in the top 4 to play host to a first-round playoff game. And in the A-Sun, the higher seed hosts every game. There's no destination tournament in this thing, so you want to be in that top 4 to at least have 1 home game and hopefully have some more after that. And EKU came into Wednesday night's game at North Florida in a tie for 3rd place with Stetson, but they stubbed their toe on the road and suffered a 77-64 loss to the Ospreys, which now drops them into 4th place. They are just 1 game ahead of both Lipscomb and North Alabama with 1 game to go. And the important factor there is North Alabama and Lipscomb both have the tiebreaker on EKU. So EKU 1 game left, Jacksonville University on Friday. If they win that, they will lock up the 4 seed, maybe even move up to the 3 seed. But if they don't, and either Lipscomb or North Alabama wins, EKU will drop out of the top 4 and not have a home game in the first round of the A-Sun tournament. That's looking ahead. But tonight, like I said, 77-64, EKU drops to 18-12 on the season, 11-6 in the A-Sun. Michael Marino and Isaiah Cozart both had 15 points and 10 rebounds. Darden Capiti, 10 points and 5 rebounds. And Devontae Blanton, 8 points and 6 assists. And Leland Walker, 7 points. And Tayshawn Comer with 5 points. And those 2 freshman guards from Indianapolis combined to have 9 turnovers on a night when EKU had a season-high 18 turnovers. And lots of turnovers. And once again, not very good three-point shooting for EKU. 38.2% overall shooting, but 4 of 21 from three-point range. Get this. In the past 6 games, EKU is 28 of 128 from three-point range. That's just 21%. And the Colonels, who under A.W. Hamilton have been so good shooting the 3, are shooting just 32% from three-point range on the season. That's 12 out of the 14 teams in the A-Sun. But all that said, you're still sitting in 4th place heading into your last game. If they win on Friday at Jacksonville University, they will host a first-round playoff game. If they don't, then things get a little tricky and a little hairy. So, but yeah, EKU once again on the road has not been kind for EKU this year. 4-9 overall, and And so one big road game left on Friday, but that's kind of where the everything sits for EKU. Now, EKU's women, they are currently sitting in 5th place in the ASUN, and they finish up their regular season with 3 straight road games. A trip that begins tomorrow night against Queens College down in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then they will move on to Liberty on Saturday, and the next Wednesday play at North Florida. They are 16-12, 9-6 on the season. Just like the men, they're really good at home. They're not so good on the road. 12-3 at home, 3-8 on the road. Sitting in 5th place, they're just 1 game behind Austin Peay for the 4th seed, which would mean a home game. But they're also just 1 game ahead of Kennesaw State for 6th. So they're kind of in a tough position as well. So their final 3 games will make a lot of impact on the standings as well. But tomorrow night, EKU at Queens College, 7 p.m. ESPN Plus, if you want to check that out. And of course, 44th District Tournament will resume on Friday night with the championship game, Central versus Southern. We'll give you a little preview of that tomorrow. And we'll also flash back to this week where we had some signings as well. I'll show you that video also. But that's all we got for you tonight. What have you been up to, Randy?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. We had a win and a loss. You never know what you're going to get, and
You never know.
that's like I said. It's road. Life is tough on the road anywhere in college basketball, and it's not been too kind to the Colonels this year. And they really struggled from 3. I was looking at some message boards, and some folks were throwing out some numbers and stuff, and it's just it's been tough. And of course, A.W. Hamilton plays that system where you shoot a lot of threes, and if you don't make them, it's tough.
Hibachi.
Really, really. Yep.
Yep.
So, and Colonel fans, you could have no more home basketball games this year, or both teams could be at home still. So it's a lot to be determined, but especially on the men's side there with Lipscomb and North Alabama just 1 game behind them, and both of them having the tiebreakers. So it's going to be tough. So. But it's easy. It's easy, Colonel. Win on Friday, you get the number 4 seed, and you get the home playoff.
That's right. And you can watch both those games on ESPN Plus. Is that right?
ESPN Plus. Yeah, I think all the ASUN games are on ESPN Plus.
Cool. Nice.
So yeah, you definitely. It's the way this, and I know I've gotten on my bully pulpit and complained about this before, but this league not having a destination tournament and hosting every game at the home sites,
right.
Man, if you have to be, if you're below that 4 seed, and you would have to hypothetically win 3 games in 3 days, or 3 games in about 6 days in 3 different cities, and that would be tough.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, look, if EKU were to fall to the 5, they'd have to play the 4 seed on the road, then probably have to go to the 2 seed and then to the 1 seed. And so you don't want to do that. And so obviously they can't catch the 1 or the 2. They can still catch the 3, which is Stetson at this point. But Kennesaw State and Liberty have pretty much wrapped up that. They'll decide the regular season championship by themselves. So, but there you go.
All right.
I know it's a lot of stuff, but basically just win Friday, Colonels. That's the easiest thing to do. Makes it easier. We don't have to worry about tiebreakers and all that stuff. Just win.
It makes it a lot easier. Just win.
I will say that I think I'm pretty confident in saying I think that's true. If they win Friday, they will have a home game next week. So
okay. Well, good. They can step up. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yep, that's true. All right. Well, you know what it is. You know what day it is. It's
Margarita Day.
It's Wednesday. That's Wednesday.
It's National Margarita Day too.
Oh, is that really? Is that what it is?
Yeah, man.
I'm leaving out of here in a minute, so I can probably go do that.
A little refreshment.
I
thought you may play some Jimmy Buffett. I thought that's where we were going.
No. Released on this day in 1977. It's the Eagles, Hotel California.
Hotel California, wow.
So many great tunes on this album too. New Kid in Town, Life in the Fast Lane.
Do we know what month?
It came out today in 1977.
Oh, okay, right before Star Wars.
I saw that.
1977. Yeah.
I saw that on this is February. It came out on February 22nd, 1977.
Wow.
So that's why I pulled this out of the collection. But what a great bunch of songs on here. And have you ever looked at the inside sleeve? Have you ever heard the
I know the story.
Urban myth about the crazy
about the hotel.
The crazy woman up here on the patio. I don't know if anybody knows that, but there's a woman up there, and she kind of has the look of a demon or something.
Right.
And I've seen some interviews and stuff, and the guy said we have no idea who that was, what she was doing up.
That's what they, that's what they said.
Whoever it is. So some people claim it's like a ghost or a demon or something.
Say.
It was probably looking at this cast of characters. It was probably someone who had a few too many drinks and snuck up on the balcony, the picture. But it's a good urban myth anyway, right? It's kind of funny.
Classic.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they said they didn't have anything to do with that whatsoever. They don't know who.
Yeah, a lot of people thought maybe it was staged or something, or they put it in there or something.
Well, it couldn't have been Photoshop. That was before Photoshop.
Yes, that's true. It helps if you plug the thing into the outlet so people can hear it, right?
Nope.
I know. I was in college in the '90s when these guys got back together and they did the Hell Freezes Over thing, and this song was as popular in the '90s as it was in the '70s. But
You can't help it.
There's just some stuff that's just timeless. Eagles music is timeless, man. Long after we're done with Bones, people will be listening to the Eagles. So that is very, very true. So
this is the one that the DJs would always go to the restroom when this song came on too.
Yeah. Because this long intro right here, we haven't even heard the thing yet.
I'm kidding.
Let's do this thing. There you go, folks. Hotel California. We don't want to get flagged again. We got flagged on YouTube for playing too much of a song last night, so we don't want to do that. So.
All right.
Well, goodbye, everybody. Hey, also, by the way, happy birthday, Dad.
Oh. Thanks, man.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by
Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote.
Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber and KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.